Hi everybody and welcome to the channel. I'm going to start off by saying a massive thank you to everybody that watched my previous video on the Beatles Black album. It's been one of the most successful videos I've done on my channel. Not necessarily through the views, but through the comments and the feedback and information and likes and things like that. So if you haven't watched it, by the way, check it out. But this is just a big thank you to everybody that took the time to watch the video, leave comments and leave likes. It is very, very much appreciated. Now, before we start this video, in the past couple of hours in the UK, it has been announced that we've lost another fantastic musician, Joey Mulland of Badfinger. He sadly passed away. So the classic lineup of Badfinger are now all up there in heaven making music for John and George and people like that. So, RIP Joey, and thank you for the great music that Badfinger gave us over the years. So that's those two little bits out of the way. Now for the video proper, I thought we'd look at a few of the other records that we got at the record fair. You've just seen one of them, Badfinger's 1973 LP called Ass. This is a USA copy. Now I do have an original UK copy, and I think I've got a South African copy, and I've got another American copy as well. Like I say, this was the last album that they released for Apple. So side one is Apple of My Eye. Fantastic song, should have been a massive hit. The lyrics to that always send a lump to my throat and a tear in my eye, saying that they don't really want to leave but they've got to. Then you've got Get Away, Icicles, The Winner and Blind Owl. Side two is Constitution, When I Say, Cowboy, I Can Love You and Timeless. This is in really, really nice condition. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the original inner sleeve with the lyrics, and it did need a clean, but I only paid £10 for this. £10, and from what I can make out, it is an original American first pressing. And I have played this and it sounds absolutely amazing. All these records that I'm going to show you, I have actually cleaned, but in all fairness, this one didn't really need cleaning, but I did it anyway, seeing as I was cleaning the others. So yeah, that's the first one. I mean, £10 for Badfinger album, and this is some people hate this album, say it's the worst album Badfinger ever made. I actually think it's one of the best ones that they ever made. And like I say, Apple of My Eye, well, there should have been a hit all over the world. If you don't know that, by the way, try streaming it on a streaming device, and it's quite an emotional song. So yeah, really, really happy to get another copy of that. I will say another copy. But you can't have too many Apple LPs or Badfinger LPs, can you? Then, so that was one of the cheap ones that we got for £10. All the records there varied. You could get LPs from £2 all the way up to £500 or £600. Then I saw this one, the Sex Pistols, Indecent Exposure. This is a bootleg. It's not a licensed record from Virgin Records or whoever deals with the rights to the Sex Pistols now. Now, the interesting thing about this is it's a live recording from 1976, and it was recorded on the 24th of September 1976, when I would have been 7 years old, nearly 8. No, actually, I would have been nearly 10. And it was recorded in Burton-upon-Trent. Well, I drive my bus to Burton virtually every day when I'm at work, and it's at a club called the 76 Club, which was in Burton. Now, I don't know where that was. If anybody out there lives in Burton, perhaps you could tell me where it was in relation to where the high street is and things like that. As live albums go, this is pretty damn good. We played this, was it last Sunday morning? Again, I did clean it first. And for saying what it is, a live recording, probably recorded on somebody's cassette player, it sounds pretty amazing, to be honest. You've got Anarchy in the UK, I Want to Be Me, I'm a Lazy Sod, Pills, Don't Give Me No Lip Child, Stepping Stone and Submission. Side 2 is Liar, Substitute, No Feelings, No Fun, Pretty Vacant and Problems. So that is the track list in there. Fantastic photo. And it gets even better because it's a white label. Well, I say white label, there's no label on it. So is it a white label? I'll leave that up to you. And it is on a grey marble effect vinyl. Like I say, as live albums go, bearing in mind this wasn't recorded specifically to be released, I don't think, ever. It is a very, very enjoyable album to listen to. Now, I know I've got a few people out there that are into the Pistols and the punk and stuff like that, like Gavax Man Spins and PC31 the Vinyl Policeman. Have you got this? And if you have got it, what do you think? I think it's quite a great little album, to be honest, and the sound quality is very good for what it is. Then we got this one. This is a compilation album. This is the Marquee Collection, 1958 to 1983, and this is volume 2. And I paid £5 for this, although on it does say Pride Records and Tapes, £4.99. But yes, it was £5. So on here you get the Jimi Hendrix Experience with Hey Joe, Them with Here Comes the Night, Cream with Strange Brew, Thin Lizzy with The Boys Are Back in Town, The Crazy World of Arthur Brown, you can remember them, with Fire. Then we've got Hawkwind, Lemmy, Art Moted was in Hawkwind, with Silver Machine. Now that is a live recording on here. Then you've got Nazareth, Broken Down Angel, Joe Cocker, Delta Lady. Then on side 2 you've got Status Quo, Whatever You Want, 10 Years After, Love Like a Man, Black Sabbath, Paranoid. Well, they're doing a gig, aren't they, soon? Like a goodbye gig sort of thing. And apparently Oz is going to be with them, isn't he? Then you've got Atomic Rooster with Devil's Answer, John Cougar, I Need a Lover, Frankie Miller, Darling, The Animals, Don't Bring Me Down, and Humble Pie, Natural Born Boogie. Gatefold sleeve. So I didn't think that for, some of the songs and some of the acts that are on this, that £5 I thought was a bargain. And it is on a very, very strange record label. It's called England Records. So that is the label. Again, I've played it. Sounds great. Really does sound great. Probably the best £5 I've ever spent in a lot of ways. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get decent records. Sometimes you do, if it's something that you really, really want. Then we got this one, which was Molten Metals, 16 Soft Rock Classics. Again, it's a compilation album. Again, £5. Some people like compilation albums, some people can't stand them. I don't mind them if the songs on that, the majority of the songs I like. So on here we get Queen, We Will Rock You, Big Love, Fleetwood Mac, Behind the Mask, Eric Clapton. Fantastic song. Again, that should have been a massive hit. Sugar Mice, Marillion, When It's Love, Van Halen, Heaven Knows, Robert Plant. See, there's some fantastic songs on here. The Valley Road, Bruce Hornby and the Range, Nothing's Gonna Stop Us, Starship. Side 2 is I Don't Want to Go On Without You, Elton John. Keeping the Dream Alive, Fahrenheit. Never, Heat. I Can't Wait, Stevie Nicks. Kick, Inks or In Excess. Don't Stop Believing, Journey. Age of Reason, John Farnham, and Take It to the Limit, the Eagles. Again, £5. Again, it did have to be cleaned, and it's come up quite good, to be honest. And this is on Telstar Records. You can remember these, a bit like K-Tel, weren't they? So it plays okay though. It is what it is, isn't it? For £5, you know, you can't really moan for £5, can you? Some people say, well, I wouldn't have bought that, but you know, like I say, as long as there's, you know, compilation albums, as long as there's, you know, the majority of the songs I want to listen to, then I'll buy them, especially when they're like that for £5. Now we've got a double LP and 2 singles. Now these weren't brought at the record fair, these were brought at the beginning of February when we went to York. I think that's right. Anyway, the first one is a 7-inch single, Duchess by the Stranglers. Again, if you like your punk and stuff, most of you will know this. The B-side is Fools Rush Out, and this is on United Artists, and the catalogue number is BP308. Now, when I was growing up, many years in the late 70s, I did have this record, and I played it to death. Honestly, did play it to death. Duchess, 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 Duchess. And that is in near mint condition, I'd say, anyway. And that was £3.50. Worth every penny, as far as I'm concerned, you know. Then we've got this one again, the Stranglers. 96 Tears. Now, this was one of the last Stranglers singles that featured Hugh Cornwell, the lead singer. And 96 Tears was a really old 1960s record. Was it question mark or some the question marks? No, I can't remember who it was that originally did it. Now this is on Epic, and it's Tears 1. And somebody has put a cross on it, but apart from that being on it, again, it is in virtually mint condition. The B-side is Instead of This. Like I say, apart from having that on it, virtually mint condition. The video to this is quite a strange video. It is available on YouTube. That was £4, which again I didn't think was that bad. So that's that one. And then the last one, we got this on our, not last weekend when we went to Nottingham, but the time before, which like I say was the very beginning of February, and I got this from Rough Trade in Nottingham, and this was a record store day Sex Pistols album. I think it was from 2024, and it was reduced from £44.99 to £24.99, and it's the Filth and the Fury, it's the Sex Pistols film, and it's the soundtrack to it. Well, I say it's the soundtrack to it. Now I can remember having this on CD when it came out, and it wasn't just the Sex Pistols on it. There was other things on it, like Shiwaddy Waddy and ABBA and things like that. So then I thought, well, perhaps this is a live album. But then it does say, where does it say it? It does say it's directed by Julian Temple, a Sex Pistols film. So I thought, well, perhaps this is a live, when doing it live. But it's not. It's all studio recordings. So you get God Save the Queen, Submission, Don't Give Me No Lip Child, What You Gonna Do About It, and Roadrunner. Side 2 is Substitute, 17, Anarchy in the UK, Pretty Vacant, and Did You Know Wrong. Side 3 is Liar, EMI, Unlimited Edition, EMI. No Feelings, and I Wanna Be Me. Side D is Problems, Holidays in the Sun, Bodies, and No Fun. And this is number, so I don't know if this is a limited edition. This is number 0788 of 4,500. So it is actually quite a low number, isn't it? I don't know if you can see that there. So it's 788 out of 4,500. Now, it is a gatefold, but to be fair, I haven't opened the gatefold because I wanted to keep the shrink on it. So I don't know what picture is in the gatefold, but it is a lovely thing to look at, and it is an even better thing to play. So sides A and B, or 1 and 2, are on red vinyl. Lovely red vinyl. And it is the same recordings that you'll get on the Nevermind the Bollocks album and things like that, and the B-sides to singles and all that lot. So I was actually quite surprised when I listened to it, because I thought, it, for the money, I've got this at basically half price, haven't I? And then this is side C and side D, or sides 3 and side 4, which is on white vinyl. So that is my little record haul. The majority from the Nottingham Record Fair at the Saltbox last weekend, and then a couple of things that I've got from earlier in the month. There will be another finds video for February, probably later in the week, which will feature other records and things that I haven't shown in previous videos. So I hope you've all enjoyed that. I hope it's been a little bit of fun. Peace and love to you all. Whatever you're doing out there, please stay safe. If you've got any comments about any of these records that I've shown you, please feel free to comment. And if you've liked the video, please just leave me a thumbs up. So until the next time, it's Beatle Dave wishing you all peace, love and happiness. Until next time, cheers everybody. Thank you. Bye bye.